First of all, do you use these? If so, go back it up right now. Then back up your flash drive, your hard drive, your laptop, your cell phone, and your firstborn child. However, if you are here because you are like me and thought that your SSD was immortal, then hello. My name is Haley Mead, and I am a wedding videographer in South Carolina. So what happened here? Well, I was in the process of transferring files to my external SSD when my computer suddenly threw me an error code and the SSD disconnected from my computer. So naturally, I tried to plug it in again. It popped up momentarily and then disconnected again. It would not register at all. Cue panic. Did I seriously just lose 2 terabytes of irreplaceable wedding footage in the span of like 30 seconds? Yes, I did. The answer is yes. Cue frantic Google searching for my chances of survival. And guess what? It didn't look good. It in fact looked horrible.
It was nice knowing you.
I sent in so many inquiries to so many companies, one of which called me almost immediately. I explained the situation, and they quoted me $200 to $300 pretty confidently, like with their whole chest. Spoiler alert, it was nowhere close to $200 to $300. Okay guys, quick interjection from future me. Lost data can be a really emotional topic. You know, it can be difficult to navigate, and I think a lot of companies take advantage of that. So just keep that in mind when you are talking to these companies, or you can just keep watching and I can tell you exactly which company to go to. Jumping right back in, I got the invoice, I said heck no, and I had them return it and send it to a local guy to give it a shot. Negative. This drive is dead, he said. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. I have read it. So I go to my data recovery forum, ask the Redditors for their advice, and they sent me to a company in Georgia. Negative. I send it to Reddit's second suggestion in California. Negative.
I'm doomed to hell, aren't I?
Although this company's email started off pretty bleak, they ended it with a much needed sliver of hope and suggested I try DriveSavers. So I had it sent to DriveSavers for one last hurrah. Now, if you have read anything about data recovery, then you know that each attempt at data recovery severely decreases the next person's chances of a successful data recovery. My drive went through 5, with the last one being DriveSavers, fortunately for me. I truly had no hope of this data being recovered. I had emails typed up to my clients telling them that their wedding was gone forever because I had no backup. I received a call shortly after my SSD arrived with some pretty promising news. They were pretty certain they could do this. They gave me a quote to which I agreed, and they went to work. 7 days later, I got the call that my data was fully recovered. Every folder in place, every file playable.
Wait, what did you just say?
I chose to pay through one of their payment options, Affirm, which was so easy. They sent me a link, boom, boom, boom. My drive was here in 3 days after that.
Okay, so I wanted to have a little box opening moment for experience sake, but I was just too eager to see the footage with my own eyeballs. So what we did have was my new drive in here, my old drive. They do return it, how to proceed with your data, and the cutest part of it all, this little keychain flashlight. Adorable.
This data should not have been recovered, and if it was recovered, statistically speaking, those files should have been corrupt. I have no idea what kind of big brain sorcerers DriveSavers has working in their labs, but I am pretty certain that there is nowhere else in the world with that kind of expertise or professionalism. And I thank my lucky stars every day that I decided to give it one last try. Do not be like me and waste your time and money ping-ponging your irreplaceable data, ping, 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 around the world. Okay, just start here and thank me later. DriveSavers helped me when no one else could, and while hopefully this never happens again, I do know who I will be going to for help if it does. And hopefully you do too. Good luck to you and your data recovery efforts. Bye-bye.